Thank you for everybody joining us today. It's a lovely day outside. We're happy to be in this new facility at our lovely marina. I wanted to just start by making a few introductions, and then I'm going to kick it off for the actual event. Joining us here today, we have a number of state representatives. We have from the 93rd District, Delegate Mullin, and I'm going to be kicking it over to him in just a second. From our local Board of Supervisors, we have Supervisor Ruth Larson, Supervisor Sue Sadler, Supervisor Michael Hipple, and Supervisor John McGlennon. And then from our Economic Development Authority, we have Robin Bledsoe, Rick Shippey, and I believe Paul Gerhardt is around here somewhere as well. So it is my pleasure to kick things off today. This is a project that's been a long time coming. I know we're all really happy to be here. This is truly a collaborative effort, right? It took a public-private partnership to make this happen. Not only the business side, but the Economic Development Authority, the county, and then now the state. So with all that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Delegate Mullin. Thanks.
Wow, this is incredibly exciting to be able to be here today. This is a unique space that we're in today because it's something that we have exactly right here on the water, something that we've not had here in James City County in a long time. A really wonderful place that people can gather and be able to enjoy a good beer, maybe something to eat, and all of the wonderful historical aspects that we have here in Jamestown. So I'm so happy to be here to celebrate the announcement of this exciting new addition to James City County. It's the entrepreneurial spirit that's alive and well here in our community, and today is a great example of that. As you all know, tourism is critical here in the historic Triangle in Greater Williamsburg, and we couldn't be more thrilled to share today this great news with you. Today I have the great honor of introducing a man who truly needs no introduction. He has been a tremendous ambassador for the Commonwealth of Virginia, traveling around the globe to promote Virginia as the best place to live, work, raise a family, and to visit. Todd Haymore is the Secretary of Commerce and Trade for the Commonwealth of Virginia and was appointed in September 2016 to oversee the economic, community, and workforce development initiatives here in the Commonwealth. Haymore previously served as Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry, beginning in 2010 under Governor McAuliffe and Governor Bob McDonnell. Secretary Haymore's primary job is to work with the governor, other cabinet members, the General Assembly, private sector interests, and other key stakeholders to ensure that Virginia is utilizing its unique assets to solidify its position as the preeminent place to live, work, and conduct business. A native of Virginia here in Danville and the Pennsylvania County region, Haymore received his Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science from the University of Richmond and his Master's of Business Administration degree from Virginia Commonwealth University. He also completed training at the Performance Management Group's Virginia Executive Institute. I give you Secretary Todd Haymore.
Delegate Mullin, thank you for that very kind introduction. I was leaving Richmond this morning and I saw the governor about 7:30 and told him what I was doing today, and he said, "You tell Delegate Mullin he is the greatest member of the House of Delegates in the history of Virginia." Does that surprise you that he said that?
No, not
at all. Not at all. Well, thank you. Really, I do appreciate the kindness, and thanks for the work that you're doing. As the delegate mentioned, I've had the opportunity to serve for the past 8 years as Secretary of Agriculture, Forestry, Secretary of Commerce and Trade, and one of the beauties of that space that I was in previously and now is all the work I get to do in economic development and global commerce, global trade. And I can tell you without fail, those two things are among several that unifies everyone across the board in state government. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, whatever. Everyone comes together for economic development. So thank you for everything that you and your colleagues are doing, not only for economic development, but for workforce and tourism. I could go on and on. It really is a unifying component. So I do appreciate the work that you all do in the partnership. To all of my friends here in James City County, thank you all for letting me in. The guy from Richmond coming down from state government, I really do appreciate it. Somebody checked my passport on the way in, so I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but I do appreciate it. And Dave, you and the entire team at Billsburg, thank you for letting me be a part of this as well. I mentioned earlier the work that everyone does, private sector, government, locality, regions, all working together for economic development and creating more jobs and creating more opportunities for the citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia. the New Virginia Economy Initiative that we launched about 45 months ago in response to Virginia being too reliant on federal dollars. Virginia is the largest recipient of defense dollars, and all that's great, and we're going to continue to be the beneficiary of those dollars as they come in from Washington, D.C. But we learned a hard lesson in 2011 and 2013 when we had 2 rounds of sequestration cuts that pulled almost $10 billion out of our economy, and thousands of jobs were lost. So we knew towards the end of the McDonnell administration, the beginning of the McAuliffe administration, that we had to change our strategic plans. We had to become less reliant on federal dollars and more reliant on good old-fashioned private sector investment and entrepreneurialism like what we're looking at right here today. And the successes of that partnership, speak for themselves. Over the last 44 months, we've had 1,026, maybe getting ready to be raising that number today and in the future, 1,026 economic development projects in the Commonwealth of Virginia that has brought in a record $16.5 billion in capital investment and the creation of 215,000 new jobs all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. So, again, that is a great partnership led by the private sector, but all of us pulling together in the same direction to make it happen. Our state unemployment rate has fallen from 5.4% down to 3.8%. And to my good friends here in James City County, you all during that same time have gone from 5.7 to just announced yesterday, 3.7. You all are doing great. So we are really rocking and rolling, as the governor says, when it comes to the economy. We've got to keep it up. We've got to continue this push to help entrepreneurs like Dave and the team here to continue growing. We've got to continue seeking more private sector investment, working with existing business and industry to help them expand and grow, because this New Virginia Economy Initiative, we've got 3 months left in office in the McAuliffe administration. I don't care who the next governor is, Democrat, Republican, whoever. They're going to have to continue building this New Virginia economy. They can call it something else, but we have to continue the push, being less reliant on federal dollars and more reliant on private sector investment. And that's where tourism and the craft beer industry come in. Tourism is our top 5 industry in the state, generating about $24 billion in revenue on an annual basis, over 230,000 jobs all across the Commonwealth. Let me recognize 2 people from the Virginia Tourism Corporation that are here today. Work Convoy, Work, where are you hiding out? There's Work, there's Work. And Tyler Carroll doing great work from the Virginia Tourism Corporation. Tourism generates about a little under $2 billion in taxes that I know are helping right here in James City County and all around the state. The craft beer industry, one of the fastest growing subsectors of agribusiness, tourism, and so forth. It generated last year over $1 billion of revenue and over 10,000 jobs all around this state. And you think about it, craft beer, tourism coming together, but craft beer in particular, you're talking about manufacturing, you're talking about tourism, you're talking about community development, you're talking about sales, retail, you're talking about distribution in some cases. The ripple effect is very impressive, and then you can take it all the way back to the farm and the local products that are being grown by our great farmers all around this state. And Dave and I were talking about beforehand, we are seeing a renaissance in the farming community as it relates to the craft beer, craft spirits, wine, cider, you name it. Farmers can grow it here in Virginia. They are, and people are buying it, and they're enjoying it, and we're going to continue to see that build out going forward. So all that coming together today, it's my honor to be here to represent the governor, represent the Virginia Tourism Corporation, to help award. I'm going to ask for my friends from the brewery and from James City County to come forth and support the Billsburg Brewery's $1.4 million investment, the 9 jobs that are being created. I have a little check here that I'm not going to get you to cash today, but maybe you can wait a couple of days till we get to a real check. A $100,000 Virginia Tourism Growth Fund check to help continue the build out and growth of this great project here. So if everybody come forward, I'll give you the check. We're going to get in front of the love sign. Everybody's got to have love in there.
Oh. From that.
Slide on over. Get in tight.
Do not cash it today. Yeah, don't cash it today. You got the real one do wired to you. I think this one might bounce or something. All right, got one other thing for Dave. Anybody else from your family here? Kristen? Yes. Kristen. Hey, Kristen, I hadn't met you yet. Nice to see you. Thanks. Tell you what, I'm going to leave this.
I hope it's beer. You think you brought beer?
You got beer. I'm going to let you take care of the beer. But as a symbol of our partnership, and obviously what I just presented here today, the check to help to build out here and create more tourism opportunities. But probably just as important, the flag here, and I'll flip it around now. This flag was flown yesterday over the Virginia State Capitol, and it symbolizes the partnership that we have now with you, the Commonwealth of Virginia, obviously James City County, but you all, the entrepreneurs that are actually making this happen. So we hope that you'll display this flag very proudly here, and think of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Virginia Tourism Corporation, the Governor's Office, and all of us, the House of Delegates. They're going to try to push even more business your way. So this is just the beginning of things. This hopefully will have many, many opportunities to expand and grow in the future. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks again for having me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. You don't think I was loud enough? Thank you, everybody, for coming today. We are humble. We are thankful. We had no idea that we were getting into this environment, this ripple effect that we're learning about now. We sat back 10 years ago and enjoyed a beer and said, this is a good thing. And we've been rewarded every step of the way. We've been humble as can be, taking these partnerships along every step and just enjoying it, letting this thing grow bigger than us, bigger than we ever even imagined. So it means a lot to me that all of our friends and partners are here today. It means a lot to me that the state has taken the time to look at our vision and figure out what we can do in this area. It means a lot to me that you guys recognize what we're doing is valuable. We feel like there's merit, credit that is happening here. We really, really appreciate the entire county's support behind all of this. Without you guys, this never would have happened. We would have been just swimming, not even knowing where to begin when we started this whole thing. So we are thankful that you guys took the time to say, let's try this. And I hope that we never disappoint you guys. I hope that we're all collectively able to grow this area as a destination, making Jamestown and James City County, Williamsburg, as big as it can possibly be. So thank you very, very much for all of your help and support. You're heading this way. There's my buddy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dave,
Yeah.
for those great words. One of the things I love about this job is we heard about all the great things that this project accomplishes. It grows a sector of the economy that we're trying to grow. It revitalizes this area, and it serves some amazing beer to the community. And I think that's really my takeaway today is this is something great that's for the community. And to close out the program, I'd like to bring up Ruth Larson, the supervisor for this district specifically, the Berkeley district.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank my colleagues and for coming out here today and supporting this great endeavor. I am so excited that this is in the Berkeley district, but I'm even more excited that it's in James City County and that we are getting a piece of this wonderful pie. We want to thank you for your confidence in our county and for choosing this very beautiful, historic, forward-thinking spot. We are looking forward to great things happening down here at this marina, and we are pleased that this is our kickoff. I just want to thank everybody that's come out today, including our hardworking county staff that I know has done so much to get us here today, our Economic Development Authority, and anyone that's been involved, and any citizens that have come out too. Just thank you so much for participating today, and we can't wait. So, and thank you, Secretary. And I just wanted to add that I'm certain that when you spoke with the governor, not only did he say something about Delegate Mullin, but I'm certain he said you're going to the best county in the Commonwealth of Virginia with the best economic development, the best schools, and the best citizens.
And the best beer.
Yes.
And the best beer.
And the best beer. That's right. The best craft beer and the best other beer. So,
Clearly know him very well.
yes, indeed. So anyway, thank you again. Thanks, everybody. you.